Morning. Wow, amazing. After I came in here last night, it rained about half hour. I don't think it rained the rest of the night. That is just surprising. So, dare I hope for the same kind of day. Well, I'm bummed out. I can't figure out good weather out here. I mean, 5 days. This is day 5. I've had 2 half days of partly cloudy. 5 days. I know it's not the best time of year to be out here, but it's the only time of year that I can be here because I don't have horses. Now it's kind of raining. Sometimes you just have to put things in perspective, you know. I'm out here end of September. I've had great weather on some other backpacks, other years. I mean, I've never had 5 days of cloud, rain, that sort of thing. That's new. I mean, I think I'll probably try to never come out in the end of September again. Last year I did because I wanted to cross Rocky River, and I got pretty decent weather for that. And this year I did because I needed to cross the creek. And honestly, I don't know if I can see any other time when I really need to be out in September. So, not on a big long trip. Overnights, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see September backpacks, but like September 5th to 10th, that sort of thing, right? Because this sucks. I mean, this is hard. Right? Nobody said backpacking was easy. And just because I've been doing it a lot the last 7-8 years now, doesn't mean it gets easier. It does get easier in some ways. You got a thick skin, but this is testing my skin. It's not even worth going to the glacier right now. I mean, even the day hikes that I want to do today, well, I can do one. One, it doesn't matter what the weather is. But come on, man. Give me some glacier. I think I'm still hanging out here today. Be a long, boring day if I can't go to that glacier, but I want to give it every shot I can. I do. I'm not going to bail and just leave and just be like, oh, screw this. Nope. It's my one chance to see this glacier up close. That's what I want to do. Well, I took my sweet time having coffee and breakfast. It's been sprinkling on me the whole time just to make sure that whatever good mood I come up with is squashed. I think things are even worse. I can't even see the glacier anymore. At least earlier this morning I could see it a little bit. This stuff is just socked in. It's going nowhere. I mean, it's just not moving, right? At all. I'm gonna go hang out my tent for a while. I have another plan now. So, I mean, there's something down there I want to go see. There's like an old supply depot. I don't even know if there's anything left of it, but I'll go check it out. But right now, I might as well basically just hang out. The second plan is that I can wait till tomorrow morning. I think I would have time to run up and do the glacier, and then do 10 kilometers to Middle Forks campground. And that would leave me 2 days to do 20 kilometers back to the car. Of course, 15 of that is with that boat, but also with a lot less food on my back. So anyway, I'm also coming here and hanging out. This is what I'm reduced to. My big pile of wet stuff over there. Even the outside of my dry bag is wet. I mean, when you put it in to your backpack right beside your wet ass tent, that's gonna happen, right? The inside of the dry sack's fine, but the outside isn't. Toilet paper and my electronics are both dry, but the outside of the bags are wet. Here's my dry thing. And the stuff inside, some clothes, like socks that I don't dare put on, because the moment I do, I put them in the shoes, they'd be wet too, another wet item. And yeah, the bag and the thermarest, that's it. I'm in a constant battle against the wetness, and no matter what I do, I can't get anything wet to be dry again. And it's a losing battle. Without the sun, it's a losing battle. I think going to see that depot will be as much for my sanity as anything else. I also haven't seen anyone in 4.5 days. All right. If I actually stayed out here the whole 8 days, on day 1, halfway through, I saw the wardens. And then halfway through day 8, I'd finish. So that would be 7 full days without seeing anyone. It's assuming I don't see anyone at Whirlpool, because there's a small chance there could be people there. But that would actually break the record. My record is 6 days and 3/4. So I would break it by 1/4 of a day. Ooh. It's not really a record you're hoping to break. But, hike at the end of September, you'll probably break it. Well, I used my Garmin InReach to get weather. I've actually never done that. I only pay for basic, which is $17 a month. Considering that I go out in winter and day hike and stuff, I just leave it on all year. I think it's a nice precaution to have. It makes my family feel better. And when I go out on the big long ones, like 11, 12, 13 days, I will send them a message like, on day 4, and another one like day 10, and just let them know I'm all right. But yeah, so according to what is said on the screen anyway, getting weather costs me 1 message. I think I get 5 messages a year. So yeah, and it does show good weather for tomorrow. So hopefully that's the case. You can actually hear the rain's actually almost stopped at this moment, finally. It's been going since, still technically going, but yeah, it's been going nonstop. Anyway, I'll wait till 2, 3 o'clock, and then I think I'll do my one little day hike that doesn't require good weather. That'll give me 3 hours to go get that done, which is probably tons of time. And then I'll settle in and I'll try and do the glacier tomorrow. By some miracle, later the glacier is opening up and I can actually get a good look at it. I'll run over and try and do that, but I don't think so. Not according to the weather forecast. It's supposed to just stay like this all day. And I mean, the way it's socked in, that's zero surprise, right? Okay. It's pretty much do or die time. It is 3:15. It has stopped raining just for the moment. Basically, it's been raining since this morning. With brief lapses, like 5-10 minute lapses. The choice is clear. I'm not going to go see Scott Glacier. There's no point in that. Now, the story is, in Don Beer's book, he describes that on Ross Cox Creek, which is a few kilometers over here, like still on the flats, but I'll have to cross Whirlpool River. It was a depot built in 1872. Now, maybe there's nothing left at all, but when he wrote the book, he seemed to be convinced there was. That was 1996. So, I mean, what else am I going to do, right? I'm a little tired of sitting around, that's for damn sure. Oh God, now that I've stood up and I'm talking, I'm starting to feel hungry. Maybe I should go get a snack. All right, had a snack, drank some water. I'm just heading out with my bear spray, my hiking pole, and rain jacket, rain pants, all that jazz. I might get a little cold, I might get a little wet. I mean, it is cold right now. It is probably just, I don't know, 2 or 3 degrees above freezing. But, you know, I didn't come out here to be comfortable. That's for sure. I knew that wasn't going to happen. So, let's go see something. Yesterday I came down here on a nice stroll and found the tread. At some point I got eaten by the Whirlpool River. Goes down here for a bit. I marked where it gets eaten again. 700 meters. So, you know, there's not a lot left to follow on these flats, but for this 700 meters anyway, it is nice walking. You don't have to watch your step as much and such. You can see, or maybe you can't see on camera, but it is sprinkling on me now, which has been doing all day. Not unexpected. And the sun is actually trying to pierce through. Unbelievable. Well, certainly not going to change my plans. I'm just starting to do some minor crossings now. Every so often you will find a manicured piece of wood. There used to be a bridge over there, so that thing is basically scattered all over these flats. I believe it's basically right in front of me. Look how much the Whirlpool spreads out here. There's natural garbage left behind all through this. I mean, the Whirlpool gets all the way to this edge at some point. Hard to imagine. The thing about this is if you made a real effort, you could probably get a bunch of people out there to hunt down a lot of pieces and actually like construct the bridge somewhere right offshore there just to see what it looked like. You could probably just put it back together like Lego pieces. Okay, Roscox Creek. Its divided channel forms a sloping forested island, and that's where the depot is built. As far as I know, that's the creek, so it's supposed to be someplace here. If it's on this rock here, that was all wiped out by nature, by Whirlpool some time ago. Okay, well, I think I should probably cross Whirlpool. Hopefully that part over there isn't too deep. This is all nice and spread out here. It wasn't as simple as I made it out to be. It turned out that that part there was deeper than I wanted, so I ended up walking, doing a bit of a zigzag, but I'm here. Unfortunately, I think I see the other arm of Roscox over here, so that means this is the island, which means there's like a 90% chance that there's nothing left at all. I mean, it was built in 1871, right? Guess I was hoping to see something. Well, I've come right up to where, obviously I crossed the creek. I've come right up to where it comes out of the forest. I was really hoping it came this way once upon a time. I mean, I saw this clearing and I got excited. It's like, oh, but nope. No evidence that it ever came through here. It's nice, easy walking, so I'll still walk through here. I don't expect to find anything, but for sure I'm not gonna find anything at all on that little divide between that little tiny creek and the big part. So, and I've already searched that out. Might as well walk through here. I have found absolutely no signs of any humans whatsoever. Old, new, nothing. What have I got to lose, right? See, this was back in the old days for me. There really was a depot right over here. Why not make this a camping spot? You got a creek right there. You got cover from the trees. But I mean, we're talking over 100 years ago, right? So if there was, even if they left stuff behind, it's probably been reclaimed by nature. Well, not a damn thing. Don Beers seems to think there's something left in 1996 when he made the book, but who knows? I have gone out looking for stuff from his books before. It's really a, 50-50. I remember finding a cabin that he described just outside of the Brazo Loop there, right by the Brazo cabin. And I found that damn thing. That was kind of neat. I mean, that's the kind of thing that only people who heard about his book, managed to track it down, would know about, right? Crazies like me. But, yeah, you win some, you lose some. At least I had something to go and look for. And, hell, it even stopped raining a little while ago. Got me out of the tent, gave me something to go look for, because I sure as hell wasn't going to go do Scott Glacier right now. Well, now I'm going to go back and walk back on this side. Might as well, unless it becomes a pain in the ass before I cross over again. Hey man, whatever there is to make things a little different, right? I mean, who walks on this side? Probably no one. Yeah, try to stop from crossing some channels of the river, but I don't think I'll be doing this. Looks a little sketch. Head down, just gonna cross over like maybe there and just walk along this and take it from there. Maybe I'll have to cry uncle here, throw in the towel and just cross the other side. Yeah, I'm glad I bailed on that. So I would have gone there and then what? Up there? That was a good bailout. Very pretty rock formation, gotta say. Kind of cool. Had to dance through a bit more water here. Here it's a genuine pool. You could have a bath in that, no problem. I kind of want to get over to this, right? That's what I'm looking for. Get around this rock face and I'm home free in that sense. So let's see. We'll cross this little thing, then I'll have to find somewhere where it's spread out. More nice rocks. Take the beauty where you can find it, If you can't look in the sky and see it because of low clouds, just find it down here. It's not that hard. Man, some of the boulders that come down off this. I love this one yellow tree all by itself. Somehow it popped through those rocks. Or maybe it survived a fall, I don't know. Survived a rock fall. Pretty cool. Well, all this flat land looks great from the other side, but when you start walking around over here, you just realize it's flat. There's nothing really to see. I did not realize that Scott Glacier put this much water into the whirlpool. Significant. This is out of the Scott Glacier. This is not the whirlpool. Huh. All right, well, cross that, and I guess crossing the whirlpool should be a little easier now without all this water involved. Crossing this little treed part here. Should break out over here pretty soon. Gonna go look for the for the trail on the other side there that went to that bridge that used to be there. Broke through the trees. Well, I thought going to Scott Glacier would be going up the creek out of Scott Glacier. But no, you know, I think it's, you go left of the bluff. There. You just go left of that. I think that's all there is to it. Nothing complicated. This didn't look great from, you know, back there, back where I, you know, was camped. Ooh, I should go look at this. But it looks like, I think it's fine now. I don't think I go all the way around this. That's much longer than Don Beers describes. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Rare. There's a little piece of yellow over there. Not gonna see much of this stuff. Let me tell you, I'll make damn sure I go around it. Well, I've been walking in the forest trying to intercept the trail. I think I've completely overdone it because now I look and Scott Camp is 800 meters over there. And I mean, in the book, it's only 200 meters, the trail entrance from the bridge. So, all right, well, I've been looking, but who knows how easy it is to spot this thing, right? It is old and untraveled. All right, I crossed that stream back there. Sorry for the big camera swing. Now it has come right beside the forest, and in the description, you come out of the forest, you cross the stream and into the Bachelor. So now that it's beside the forest, I feel like I'm on the right track. Look at the massive blaze. Still doesn't look like much of a trail there, but that is a massive, massive blaze. Pretty overgrown, but there's a piece of wood cut. I found it. All right, you know me, going to check out like dying old trails. Except for the blazes, this thing is like 80% reclaimed. I can barely keep it. It's covered in moss. There we go, going up. Well, now I'll get to see this canyon from a whole different angle. There we go. I think the trail comes about here. And down there. I think right there, that's all that's left of the bridge. I didn't spot that before. There just seems to be nothing. Alright, let's see here. It's hard to imagine there was a bridge from here to here. It just... You see there? You see the track? That was the support board. Oh, right here. Hello. What we got? Maybe? Thought I saw a nail, but no. But yeah, right there. That was support. From there to there. What a cool bridge. It'd have been just worth coming to see the bridge for this. Yeah. Very cool. Well, I feel like it'd be kind of dangerous to be wandering along here like this, so I think get a little higher and then I'll go down like there. I think that'll be okay. Instead of taking the trail back. Hey, I'm still gonna try and check out some of it. Pretty cool. All right. Ugh. Starting to feel like there's a bit of a track here from the old days, people doing the same thing I did. See, down like this, or maybe animals. I do enjoy my night strolls, you know. That's what you want to call this. Beautiful. One last crossing for the day. All right. If I go and see Scott Glacier tomorrow and that works out well, I feel like I'll have spent some pretty nice time here, actually. You know, I've gotten to know it. I always say that, you know, if you're going to come out here and work this hard, try and, you know, I see too many people just come ripping through here as fast as they can. Enjoy it, man. I might have had just a rainy ass day with a little stroll at the end, but still. Making myself some double soup tonight. A whole lot cheaper than one of those boil and pours. But I don't always have the time and patience. I love those boil and pours. I'm starting to quite enjoy a lot of the stuff now that I've figured out what I like. Well, another day. It's raining again. It's hard to accept that. I mean, whenever it starts to rain, it's always like, it's raining. And that's just automatic, and that's just a ingrained feeling. And I've had that like at least 15 times in 5 days, maybe more like 20. It's just starting to eat at me. It's not something I can just, you know, it's difficult to just accept. Okay, it's raining. It rains every night. It rains every day. Right? I mean, for 5 days now. Every night, every day. Several times. Yeah. It does start to eat at me a little bit, but, you know. Always new challenges out here. It doesn't matter how long I've done this. Well, tomorrow I got my plan in place. I just need a little cooperation. Just a little cooperation from the weather. It is in the forecast. And then, yeah. Let's hope it all works out. Good night.